What's going on, YouTube? Keely's here. We're going to be playing my Emergent Ultimatum deck. So pretty much how this deck works, it's pretty simple. Play Emergent Ultimatum, and what it does is you get 3 cards, and your opponent has to pick one of the cards not to be played. The other 2 get played. So, to get things started, what are the 3 targets you usually want to get? It's pretty simple, actually. You want to get Alrund's Epiphany, Vorinclex, and Professor Onyx, usually. It's my 3, at least. So, this gives you an extra turn. Your opponent probably doesn't want to give you that, so maybe they usually get rid of this. But Vorinclex is really good because he puts twice the amount of counters and/or loyalty counters or whatever on anything, so this will come out with 10, so you can use the ultimate right away if you want. You also could pick Valki if you want, so you could pick Tibalt to come out. Other targets are Kiora, Virtue Persistence. This is more not really much of a target, but it's still in there. Besides that, I mean, that's the real deck in a nutshell. You get to that, and it's pretty overwhelming. You have Yorion with a couple blink targets like Omen and Trial of Ambition. And you just have to work to get to the Emergent Ultimatum. And you also have 3 steps ahead. You get 3 copies of that. 4 Fatal Push, 4 Thoughtseize. The Valki, which is the Tibalt target with Emergent Ultimatum. This helps you ramp. This helps you dig. Mana Rock, Elspeth's Nightmares, a little removal. You could also blink this with Yorion if possible. This is a Mana Rock. A little draw power. My favorite removal for black. And all the good stuff. It's also early game hate with the 3/3, the negative on a creature. So for the lands, we have 1 Hall, 2 Castle Locthwain, 4 of the Clearwater Paths, 4 of the Shipwrecked Marshes, 3 Watery Grave, 4 of the Darkboar Pathway, 2 of the Deathcap Glade, 3 of the Overgrown Tomb, 4 of the Bark Channel Pathway, 4 of Dreamroot Cascade, 1 Zagoth Triome. I probably should have more of this, but I'm just lazy to craft them. And then 1 Mana Confluence to wrap it all up. So let's see how the deck does. I'd like to think this deck does pretty well. Maybe it's a little outdated. I kind of just put it together from just years of just seeing Emergent Ultimatum decks and just making a list here and there. I mean, I could probably have some other targets beside Professor Onyx, and everything else. But right now, I think it's pretty solid. If anything, it's just how to get there is more of a work on strategy, like, oh, do I put more ramp in, or do I do this? Like, I feel like the endgame strat is pretty good. Alright, so this hand is atrocious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I keep it, though. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go castle first, hoping I could draw another land, and that will fix my death cap to be my turn 3. And let's see. My lucky person. He Thoughtseizes. He's probably gonna get rid of the Wolfwillow, if I had to guess. At least that's my thought. I mean, there's a lot of options you could do, depending on his hand, but he wants to do that. Interesting. Okay, so we get the Thoughtseize on him. See what he's playing. It's a lot of good cards. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so this is how I get an extra land. It's gonna have to do. Maybe more copies of this would be good in here. I've been seeing a lot of people play this card lately. It's really good. Okay, so we're on the right track. We're going to play that tapped. Now we're going to put this on that. So now I could flash in the Omen. But I'm also just going to scare him, thinking maybe I have something else, but we'll see. He's going to probably summon this guy. Summon it. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so this is where I do that. Okay. I want to draw this. Okay, this is really good. So I'm going to have to get rid of this guy with Professor Onyx's effects.
Open your books to page.
I want that to stay on the field.
Well, darn. Looks like you flunked out.
I'm just trying to also, while I just try to get to the 7, I want to get 3 green, 2 blue, and 2 black, and that's pretty much what I'm setting up for when I get the ultimatum. I'll lose the fatal push now. Gutter Bones, what's this? That's interesting. Alright, so now we're going to start digging for some cards. Get an Omen. Gonna flash in the Omen right now, or hardcast it technically. But alright, so definitely not. We're good on the lands. So we're gonna do another one. This is perfect for the Yorion now. I'm gonna probably add it to my hand. I am gonna lose the Professor Onyx. He's gonna probably hive the Eye Tyrant if I had to guess. Yep, he already knows. It's fine. Not really worried. I'm gonna get so much value in a little bit. We will see if he hasn't answered anything. This is holding on to the fatal push. So. Okay, so we got that. Gonna bring that in. Gonna bring this in. What are the odds getting all 4 in the 80 card deck, huh? So we get the big card to hand. We're gonna draw it. We're gonna play that next turn. So now we bring out Yorion. So now we're gonna blink in all 4 of Omens of the Sea. And we will draw 4 cards at the end of our turn. And speaking of which, here we go. And we get to scry, which is pretty important. So I'm going to put this back in the deck because it's a target for Emergent Ultimatum, and I only have 1 left in the deck. So I don't want to draw that. I do want to draw both of these cards, though. I mean, honestly, I'll just draw them both. I don't need any of those. Okay, so now we have a lot going on. Another spawn again. This guy likes this boy. Alright, well, first I want to take an extra turn. I hope he doesn't mind. Alright, and that's game. Let's see how the next one goes. I remember when I first got into Arena when Kaldheim was the latest set, so I saw this deck a lot in Standard, and I was thinking this is the most ridiculous thing ever. It's funny too because in Explorer or even Pioneer that I go to tournaments for, Which, I mean, they're both practically the same thing, but I just never see Emergent Ultimatum that much. I feel like it's such a good thing, but I guess all those mid-range decks and just people just curving out is all it takes just to beat someone down, but I still think it's there. I mean, just Fatal Push someone like this, throw them off, and hope for the best, right? Okay, I'm going to go second. I'm going to keep this hand. I have a little bit of everything. I got lands. I got Emergent Ultimatum. I'm going to play this tapped so I can get the Fatal Push online for next turn if needed. He's playing red, so I'm already scared. Yep, he's playing some aggressive deck. Let me guess. Robber of the Rich. Let's see. No? Oh, wow, he didn't have anything to follow up. That is important. So I'm alive. That's all that matters. I just gotta survive. Let's see if I can do it. So he's gonna do that. I'm gonna Fatal Push his guy, so he does not hit me at all this turn. Alright, so we got that going. Got a Shipwreck Marsh. And I'm gonna flash in Omen of the Sea on his turn so I could scry and hopefully get something. Okay, so now he's gonna do double damage on me. I'm not gonna really like, but let's see. Battlefield, so I could get rid of that with Elspeth's Nightmare next turn. So I'm gonna keep Elspeth's Nightmare on top. So now I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. Okay. Now we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna kill this guy. Let's see. Not on the clear, but I'm gonna take a little damage. 3 to be exact. I just need to survive 2 more turns. Oh man. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Vorinclex though is good. Okay, so this is actually not bad for me. 3, 5. Alright, so I gotta just keep this out, and I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna then hopefully survive and then win next turn. Okay, let's see. Oh no! Out of everything he could draw. What a shame. Wow, what a top deck for that guy, huh? Oh well. So now the next game. Yeah, I love games like that though, because if he didn't kill me, and if I had that next turn, I literally would have taken like 2 extra turns to this, to that, but fortunately, mono red has prevailed. Let's see what we got next. Alright. Again. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it. I really don't want to, but this is like a 3rd land, and that's really good to draw 2, so I'm okay at the moment. Gonna Thoughtseize on turn 1. Okay, so we're dealing with some wacky stuff over here. I think this is the biggest threat right now. Let's see. Just gonna keep him off balance. Just gonna bring out that guy now. We'll keep them both. Next turn I'll get my lands. Okay, so now he's gonna do that. He's gonna get the double. But instead of using the trial now, let's see. Let's make a second. And we're gonna call odd. Exiling all odd creatures. Frustrating the opponent. He has an animation, that must mean he's good, right? Okay. We're gonna get rid of it. And then I'm gonna Thoughtseize the opponent. Oh, I don't have a black mana, silly me. Alright, so we just set it for the Yorion. And then we can blink back Omen of the Sea and Trial of Ambition. So we get a lot of value out. Okay, so he does that. I'm gonna use this because I have all the mana to do everything I need. We're gonna get rid of that. It's important. And now we're gonna bring Yorion in. Now we're gonna blink these two out. We can get rid of a creature. Scry 2. Okay. 4, 6. Alright. Oh, I need to use blue mana for blink. Let's see. I mean, not the blink, the foretell. So, I'm gonna get an extra turn next turn. I just need to get one more black mana, and I'll be good to go. I'm gonna keep this instead of drawing, so I can just play smart. Alright, so here we go. Get my extra turn. Okay, so make me sacrifice a creature, that's fine. Get a poison here. Alright, so now I go to my second turn. Summon Professor Onyx. Keep saying summon. Played Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever, so it's always saying summon. Alright, so next turn, hopefully he'll let me just use Emergent Ultimatum on him and just let it happen. Aww. Can't even resolve it. Oh well. Alright, for the sake of trying to resolve this card, I'm gonna play one more game. I feel like if I'm doing this video and I haven't even resolved an Emergent Ultimatum, it's pretty sad, but you still have to get there. But it's good to know that you don't need to draw the Emergent Ultimatum to get the win, but it's definitely the card you play just to seal the deal, if it resolves, of course. Okay. Let's see. I am going first. I will keep this hands. Gonna play the Marsh so I could Thoughtseize next turn since I have no other black mana. Alright, without further ado, I'm gonna Thoughtseize just to see what I want to go from here. Alright, so we're dealing with Phoenix deck. Let's get rid of this. This card's gonna push him over the top. We don't want that. can't do anything else, so I'm gonna play this other mana that has a wide variety of both colors, so. If I could get to 7, that would be good, hopefully. His deck's pretty aggressive. But, I don't know. He has to at least get to turn 3 to start doing the Phoenix things. You got the Ledger Shredder. Okay. I'm gonna Omen first. Don't want that. This could be useful. Could it? Yeah, I don't want that either. That's good. I don't want him to get his Ledger Shredder effect, so I'm just going to play this tapped and pass. I was going to Thoughtseize get rid of one of his guys, but he's going to get more value out of it. Okay, he's going to do that. Mill the Phoenix, great. He gets Treasure Cruise to hand. He hits me for 1. Alright. So first things first, we are going to get rid of that Treasure Cruise. No Treasure Cruise for you. Then gonna add Yorion to my hands. Next turn I could play the Yorion. And we are just gonna slowly just stay in the game. He does his first sorcery card. Goes into Opt. Hopefully this is where you just hope he doesn't draw anymore. Draws. Discard a land, probably. I don't know, he's thinking. That's a good sign, right? That means he doesn't have a third land just to play another 1-drop, right? Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so. Play that. Do this. Gonna blink that. That's it. Don't want to draw that. Just trying to draw one more land. There it is. So now I just have to get there, though. Then I have to also be scared of he has Spell Pierce, so I just resolve, I tap out, and then he goes Spell Pierce, so that's something I'm not looking forward to thinking about. But the way he's playing right now is just telling me his hand is really bad. So. Which is good for me. I'm gonna sacrifice the Omen of the Sea at the end of his turn to scry, just to, I don't know, just see what I can get. I do have the Extinction Events, which are pretty relevant in the fact that I could exile his Phoenixes, so we'll see. I could also choose Extinction Event with Emergent Ultimatum as a target, which is pretty relevant if you think about it. Okay, now I'm not gonna get rid of the Omen of the Sea because he did that. Probably has the... I don't want to do it because I know he's going to negate it. I think I should wait until the next turn. And I should play this very smart. Let's see. I think I'm going to play it smart. I have to. Play this tapped. Because all it takes is for him to the Spell Pierce, and then that's it, I lose. I don't want to have that happen. So I'm just gonna make myself get a bazillion turns. This is his one turn to get me right now. Okay, he goes into combat. So now this is where it's my time to shine right now. Gonna play that as that. Okay. I'm gonna use 1 black mana to cast Thoughtseize to get rid of his Spell Pierce that he has to have, right? He has to have it. Too paranoid. Spell Pierce. See, I knew it. Oh, knew it. 3, 4, 2, 4, 6. 3, 4, 6. Okay. Okay. So this is where it's good. No. Yeah, double Spell Pierce. So I played that correctly. Does he have a third Spell Pierce? Okay, he doesn't. Alright, so got a free swinging. Let's get another free swinging. Alright, so now we're going to take another turn. Now we're going to cast Emergent Ultimatum. And he won't let me do it. Alright, I did cast the card though, so I have done this video justice. And I am very happy that I've done it. Yes, smiley face. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and take it easy.